A 33-year-old teacher was caught sleeping with her 16-year-old student in Zimbabwe. Yeah, you heard it correctly. I came across a story a few days ago about a 33-year-old teacher sleeping with one of her students in her class. And I had a hard time, believing this was even taking place until they had full video evidence of it happening online. Now, of course, I'm not going to show it in this video because, it would clearly get striked for doing something like that. But I'll go ahead and leave a link down in the comments so that you guys can check it and see it for yourselves. It's absolutely insane. But something we do need to check is what's going on with this story and where we are right now with it. Now, the article says that a 33-year-old Zimbabwe teacher identified as, we'll just call her Dengue, has been arrested and arraigned before the court on charges of allegedly sexually assaulting a 16-year-old boy in the Glenview suburb of Harare. According to the state, Dengue is the girlfriend of a tenant at the house where the complaint resides. The complaint and the Dengue were at home when she allegedly followed him into his room. Dengue is said to have forcibly engaged in unprotected sexual intercourse with the teenager without his consent. The state further alleges that Dengue instructed the boy not to reveal the incident to anyone, promising instead to take him to the United States where she is formerly employed. The complaint later confided in his sister to inform the mother. A police report was subsequently filed at the police station leading to Dengue's arrest. The matter is currently under investigation and authorities have indicted that due legal process will be followed to ensure justice is served. Dengue, represented by a lawyer on here, is out on $100 bail. The accused is expected to reappear before the court as investigations continue. This case has sparked widespread discussion on social media, with many calling for increased protection of minors and through prosecution of all forms of abuse, regardless of the gender of the perpetrator. Now, the interesting part, that last part where they were talking about there's controversy about the protection of minors within these situations, is that I've actually seen quite the opposite from people online. And some of their comments on the video when this woman was taken to court were like, she was the victim from what I saw. What do you mean force herself? The boy should be in court, not her. Little man put in work though. LOL, let her free. And it really shows that, when the roles are reversed and it's young men going through these situations and not young women, it's not taken as seriously. It really isn't. It's really taken as a joke whenever sexual interactions like this take place. Now, based on the video, didn't necessarily seem like he was, forced or in danger of doing anything. But we're talking about a 33-year-old woman sleeping with a 16-year-old man. Well, not even man, young boy. And telling him not to tell anybody about it because she knows that it's wrong. She's going out of her way to tell this young man, hey, you should not be telling anybody that we had intercourse. Just keep it quiet and I'll be able to help you out in the US. She knows what she did was wrong. That's why she told him to be quiet. And people are now online making a joke of it and saying, oh, I wish that was me. Young men are different these days. I would have kept my mouth closed. He doesn't look like any victim. It's just a bunch of ridiculousness, because if the roles were reversed and this was a young woman and she didn't necessarily seem like she was in danger or anything, there would still be people all over line talking about how she was being abused. This isn't okay. Regardless if she was fine with it, this is a grown man that we're talking about. But when the roles are reversed, hey, You know, brother's handling his business. You know, they both got what they wanted. Like, that's what the discussion is. So in order for us to take sexual abuse for men and young men in general just more seriously, we need to stop making comments like this and have a different mindset. Instead of saying things that wouldn't necessarily appeal to the, you know, justice for this young man, we need to lock in and start to watch what our comments are when it comes to how we approach situations like this, because it really teaches other people that, you know, sexual abuse for men isn't something that can be taken seriously. It's something you can scoff at. And from this situation, it's a very strong example of what a lot of people think, which is, oh, it's not that serious. If we want people to take it more seriously, we need to make decisions and watch the words that we say so that there's more seriousness when we come to these type of topics. Because when the roles are reversed, we definitely take it seriously, and it should not be that way. It should be consistent all across the board. But yeah, I mean, they said that she's going to be taken to court. I don't know. They said her bond was pretty low from the thing. It said $100 US, which is really, really low. I'm guessing she probably got it covered. She's probably back out on the streets. We need to get these predators back in the jail cells that they belong in. They do not need to be roaming around. A teacher is supposed to represent one of the strongest forms of leadership and somebody that a student should be able to look up to and get guidance from, not somebody that, you know, they might consider sleeping with. It's just not logical at all. Like, a teacher's not in that position because of choices like that. She's in that position, or he's in that position, in order to lead the next generation into becoming the next thinkers, the next leaders, the next innovators. This is not a strong representation of that. But with that, I'll go ahead and conclude this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave your comments down below on what you think and if you had a situation like this growing up. With that, please stay safe.